The Departed, released in 2006, is a gripping crime thriller set in Boston where the lives of two men on opposite sides of the law become inextricably linked in a dangerous game of cat and mouse. Directed by Martin Scorsese, the film delves into themes of identity, loyalty, and betrayal. The story begins with the rise of mob boss Frank Costello, who takes a young boy named Colin Sullivan under his wing. Years later, Sullivan has become a high-ranking officer in the Massachusetts State Police, but he is secretly a mole working for Costello. At the same time, Billy Costigan, another young man from South Boston with a troubled family history, joins the police force and is selected by Captain Queenan and Sergeant Dignam to go undercover and infiltrate Costello's organization. Costigan, with his family ties to organized crime, successfully embeds himself within Costello's crew. He endures brutal initiation rituals to gain the trust of Costello and his men. Simultaneously, Sullivan continues to rise within the police force, gaining access to sensitive information that he leaks to Costello, helping the mob boss evade capture. As both men dig deeper into their roles, the pressure mounts. Costigan becomes increasingly anxious and paranoid, living in constant fear of being discovered. Sullivan, on the other hand, grows more powerful but is equally fearful of his double life being exposed. Both are acutely aware that there is a mole in their respective organizations, leading to an intense search for the traitor. The tension escalates when Costello instructs Sullivan to find the rat in his organization. Sullivan, while trying to maintain his cover, realizes that he himself is under investigation by an unknown mole. In a parallel effort, Costigan is tasked with gathering evidence against Costello, putting his life in greater jeopardy. The stakes reach their peak when Queenan is killed by Costello's men, and Costigan barely escapes with his life. This event sets off a chain of discoveries and double crosses. Costigan manages to retrieve critical evidence against Costello, hoping it will be enough to bring him down and end his undercover nightmare. In a climactic showdown, Sullivan kills Costello during a botched sting operation, effectively ending the mob boss's reign but ensuring his own survival and continued deception. However, Costigan, having survived and obtained proof of his undercover status, confronts Sullivan. In a tense meeting, Costigan is killed by another corrupt officer, Barrigan, revealing the extent of the corruption within the police force. The film concludes with a final twist of fate. Sullivan, believing he has eliminated all threats to his secret, returns to his apartment, only to be confronted by Sergeant Dignam. Dignam, aware of Sullivan's true allegiance, executes him, bringing a brutal form of justice and closing the cycle of betrayal. The Departed is a masterful narrative of deception and moral ambiguity, showcasing stellar performances and Scorsese's expert direction. The film's intricate plot, filled with suspense and unexpected turns, keeps the audience on edge, ultimately painting a grim portrait of the thin line between good and evil. Subscribe to our channel and click the bell icon to get notifications on our new videos.